Sivir in that regards. But also, with your wall ride, that Spark Surge, you've got surprisingly good collapse. Now, NIP have got that ability with, in fact, on his blue buff on the other side of the map.
Interesting as well, LP chosen to get a color himself. Typically, when you do collated carry...
No! So this is how gameplay dies, to the sound of riotous applause. B gonna heal and back away. That's Niket. I do apologize using the spellbook on that end for the Rakan. Can switch it over at some point shortly. Azure taking that at my half HP. Hopefully we do get some action finally. We brought it into engage. Niket goes to the backside. Got the quickness rolling as well. Good chance. Not enough damage quite yet. Hightown now walking up as well. Half HP. Destiny getting looking. LP low. Gold card comes on a nice W from Xiaofang. The dog stays alive, but leave with the ghost rolling. Spark Surge available over the wall. Hightown sidesteps for a moment. But where does he roll to? Still no one's dead. Another gold card. And loads of flashes flown from LNG in particular. But no one dies.
Doomby really trying to play Sabak. Maybe the all-out will be the first blood that we need. Jax gets pulled over the wall, does have the leap strike, but might not be able to use it against Xiaofang. And still, with 1,000,000 gold cards like Doomby playing Sabak, we have no kills. 2 dragons over to NIP.
Yeah. And they didn't want Athena, of course, goddess of Athens, the capital of Greece, patron of Athens, to have value. They basically depowered her.
I really hope Harold gives us a kill. Dro flashing in.
Oh, maybe this is it. Flash Headbutt Pulverize. Give me violence or give me death. Yes, we get a kill. 16 minutes deep. It's 1-0 on the board. Flash Headbutt Pulverize from Dro gets us there.
1 kill in 16 minutes.
Oh,
it's like,
no.
Which means it's like, okay, you got to read that out to the rest of the class. And
he did.
Yeah, and he did. Dramatically. Yeah. Caesar was getting enough damage to win. Hasn't really been able to take over the game yet.
No, and NIP have not found a Destiny Gate combo with Nio's Lee Sin at all. It's been very quiet, and that is bad news, as we were saying. For LNG, they've been very happy with the boring game state. That's how they want this game for the next few minutes.
They have so many more extra damage sources. I mean, NIP have a 1 carry threat comp, which is this area. On the other side, Ryze can put out damage, Jax can put out damage, the Sivir can put out damage. NIP, I was hoping that the globals would have had more impact. This is a comfort comp. It's Doomby on globals, but they really do.
All right, let's make this Jersey boys. Zeri baby, you got to pop off some point. Exhaust comes on down and goes to Destiny Gate. Draw. Nearly in danger here. What about the dragon back end of it? Over the wall goes Nio in the care. Finding huge value. Kick onto Hightower. Gold card brings it. 2 dead. Nice skirmishing play from NIP. Xiaofang flashed over the wall. But it will still be the feats of warfare picked up by NIP. They needed blood. They gave it to us.
Leave pulls out the damage NIP need. I love how he flashed to continue his ult's uptime. Doomby using the Destiny Gate to keep Leave in the fight as well, as they get themselves soul point on a mountain rift and a bunch of kills.
Now they can turn to Atakan afterwards as well. The game explodes. It's not a massive gold lead, but it is soul point. It is Atakan. It is this Zeri finally getting involved.
Atakan likely to go down. Xiaofang's nowhere near. NIP get themselves Dragon, Atakan, and the kills. And while I think NIP don't have the damage to match with LNG late game, they've just gotten themselves the advantage in both of the big objectives that had spawned at the time to pull ahead of the game. LNG, their strategy of do nothing and hope for the best has, once again, not worked out well. They are, NIP are Caesar in this equation. And, LNG's wife's letter have just been read out in front of Senate. Nio went in easily early to force out the flash from Hydro. Didn't want to get kicked back into the team. Love what Leave does here. Ult would have timed out if he didn't auto-attack for a little while longer. So goes forward, blitz then shattered shit for about 4.5
I know, got 20 seconds.
Minutes. 20 seconds till Dragon comes through. Nothing has happened. We have all of our big summoners in the ultimate spell. Well, Doomby's not switched off of Exhaust Ignite because, I don't know, why would he? He's got himself the empowered Swift Marches. Leave has 2.5 items. It would need to be another good Leave team fight. If the Dragon is secured by NIP, obviously at the Mountain Soul, here comes the TFL.
They're looking to try and get to Zucky. Fail with the flash! No! Vader at the right of it. Padme is very dead to right. Seems in your failure. You killed them. Pull back with the Untofo strike. Zeri pops off. And LNG
ever happens. LNG's series has been choosing immobility as a mode of transport, and somehow they've still been moved to the gray screen. A full ace. NIP don't even stop.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. LNG do fucking nothing once again.
I am so disappointed on what LNG have brought to the table today. It really is like the Jin Air games of old. At least Jin Air could scale these moments here in this game. I'm so sorry if you're an LNG fan. I'm so sorry. What has this team become? This team was vying for LPL titles within the last few years. Hijack caught out in mid lane. He's going to be caught out again, and that means that the Dragon will go up to NIP.
Fortunately, the title that LNG are vying for right now is worst team in the LPL potentially. I mean, we're only a series team. It's a bit harsh, and again, but we had those conversations halfway through last bit. They saved themselves. They didn't get knocked out. But at points, it was looking like they were a sure fight to be eliminated for summer. We lost OMG and RNG instead.
Yeah, LNG, I mean, for large parts of that, oh, hell, it's a huge crit, because of course it does auto crit with the Infinity Edge. Leave has enough damage to carry this team now. The fact that LNG have so much extra damage fight in those split picks as well, Doomby can be so much more aggressive. The fire cannon makes his cards that much more threatening.
That's the context. In fact, Night of Frogs, they were #1 in World Group stage last year, where LNG, they are not anymore. That's for certain. It has been rough viewing. Now they continue to siege. And again, the pick from NIP is still really dangerous, especially if the coordination just isn't there.
The last couple of years, LNG have been a team that, well, of course, LNG were a team that Doomby was on before. He used to be on this team. He knows the organization. And LNG were a team that used to do things by the book. LNG did things slowly sometimes, but they do the right things in the right order in a macro sense. They wouldn't just flip coins. They would try and play.
Has taken this second chance and run with it best he can. And I think this game again, he's done just that. He's done a lot of running at people and murdering them when we needed some action. Rocket Belt into gold cards.
That is so annoying. And you know, the Proto Belt's not up that often, but it's up often enough. Has heal, has flash. I mean, yeah, look at that. The damage is becoming significant. There's a teleport. This is the last hurrah. Here comes Draw.
Last stand of men and elves trying to make something here. Into the backline goes Niket with the quickness. The rest of the team, though, just doesn't have any damage.
Oh, it's
Nayo goes forward and everyone's just melting apart.
I think it's the end of the third age. LNG need to find a hero. Zucker gets one, kills the Zeri, but I think it's too late.
Well, they were all of them deceased, for in secret another carry was forged. Leave comes on in and ensures that LNG have got nothing left to say in this game. Doing be Rocket Belts again. Rocket Belts plus rapid fire gold cards. You gotta love it.
If anyone was going to forge some dark technologies, it would be the Dark Lord Doomby himself. Moving swiftly from franchises, we ran out of Star Wars, why not? Let's
He's even got a ring in inventory.
It does. One Dark Seal to rule them all. Doomby, he's had a decent game today. TF, early game was quiet, but he has been the architect of LNG's demise. The later this game's gone, well, no. I'm backing up. I wonder actually whether Doomby will do the funny play of gold carding whilst also using Proto Belt to make sure that Sivir can't actually spell shield it.
Yeah.
There are some ways you can make it very interesting, and if LP mistimes it, that's a very dead Sivir. Baron's being started, probably going to be finished. They can tank it forever because they have a Mountain Soul. Doomby loading up another gold card. There's no contest it.
Leave is just shredding it, and solo kill as a Cassante with Mountain Soul. He doesn't care about Baron damage. It's gone. There it is, secured LNG walkover, but too little, too late. A good call of the pack denies the gold card initially, but the rest of the fight is already a done deal. NIP continue to put the sword to LNG. They might own a stage in the LPL, but so do NIP. Back with a vengeance in Split 3. The new additions are looking to make sure that this squad will have a much better showing than they did in Split 2.
LNG have one member alive, but it is just one stray dog defending the Nexus. NIP, it was not an easy early game for them. We were left waiting for blood for a long time, but then it came in rivers. NIP will end the series 2-0 on their home stage.
Cruella Dumbiville will make sure that the squad goes down with a little bit of help from Nayo. I've had better name puns in my time, but it doesn't really matter. We've had better games of League of Legends in our time. But when they started the ball rolling, it turned into a ball that Indiana Jones would be afraid of. NIP